Weight loss topic time, guys. Okay, right now, as of making this video, it's January 28th. Where do you currently stand with your weight loss goals? Where do you currently stand? Be honest. Have you lost some weight already? Did you even start yet? Or are you currently experiencing the weight plateau? Yes, the weight plateau. The weight plateau sucks, guys. It really does. Okay, so if you are someone who is right now currently losing weight and you're at a standstill, you're not sure what's going on, or if you are someone in the past who has gone on these weight loss diets and you have had some success, but then you hit the plateau, the weight plateau, this video is going to be for you because I'm going to talk about 7 strategies and tips that you can do to get past this weight plateau. All right, before we jump into this topic, please subscribe to Fitness Psychology because this is where I'm going to discuss all topics with mindset, nutrition, and fitness because these are lifestyle habits you need to create, you need to build in order to become a more confident and healthier you. So let's go ahead and jump right into 7 strategies and tips you can start to get past this weight plateau. Okay, real quick, let's discuss what is a weight plateau. Like, what's the description of it? Because there's really like no description. I've done a lot of research behind it and there really is like no set in stone definition of it. But basically it's this. You've gone through some weight loss. You've lost some weight and for a consistent amount of time, a couple weeks, months, and then you stalled out. You plateaued, if you will. You're not losing any weight and you're doing the exact same thing. You're dieting, you're exercising, and you are still at that plateau. You stalled out for a consistent amount of time. That is what a weight plateau is. Again, you've lost some weight for some period of time and now you stalled out with losing weight for some period of time. With my experience working with clients and just seeing it, this can happen anywhere between 4 weeks, you're losing weight, and then now you're stalling out to where I'm working with someone who's losing weight consistently for months on end, and then they stall out. So everyone's different, bear that in mind. And it can be frustrating, I get it, because you're putting in all that effort, all that work, all that discipline with your diet, with your exercising, and you are not seeing results. So like, what gives, right? So let's figure this out so you can keep moving forward, so you don't just resort back to your old ways. Now let's discuss the first topic here, and the first thing I think everyone should do is avoid crash diets. Avoid them. What I mean by like a crash diet is like a juice cleanse or taking like fat burners. I can't stand that shit, guys. It's just such a gimmick and such a marketing scheme, in my opinion. Stay away from that stuff. Seriously. Stay away from the marketing. You're gonna lose all this weight in such a short window. I just can't stand it because it doesn't promote a lifestyle habit that I want us to work on, is lifestyle habits here. So avoid crash diets. Now, you may be thinking like, all right, like, can I try keto, paleo, Whole30? You can try those diets, and I actually recommend them because there's a lot of value and benefit behind each one. There's pros and cons, but make sure it's not extreme because with diets, you can make them extreme. So avoid that. Avoid a crash diet because essentially what it is, if you think of a crash actually, like a car crash, you're speeding down the highway and then you crash into something, you go to a complete point, you stall out, right? That's what a crash diet can be. So stay away from crash diets and don't you dare take your fat burners. I will be seriously upset with you. Okay, the second thing you should start to do is increase your protein with your diet. When you are experiencing weight loss, you're losing weight on the scale, what happens is your metabolism is slowing down actually when that's happening. So when that weight plateau happens and you're thinking to yourself, why am I not losing weight? Assess your diet. Are you increasing protein or are you on a crash diet? Make sure you add more protein because protein actually, it has a higher thermogenic effect, meaning it takes longer to digest and to metabolize within your body. So increase your protein with your diet. My general recommendation for protein is if you're going on a diet, you want to preserve as much muscle mass as you can, or maybe gain some muscle, because that benefits you a lot. When you gain muscle, that requires more energy. Calories is energy. That's all it is. So if you are gaining muscle or you're sustaining your muscle while through the weight loss, you can definitely get past that plateau. So bear that in mind. Increase your protein. You can do 1 gram per body pound or 1.2 grams per pound. So like if you weigh 100 pounds, let's say, that's 100 grams of protein, right? Try and do that for a while, and that will actually help speed up your metabolism. All right, third strategy I want you guys to implement here and tip. When you are losing weight, you are eating in a caloric deficit, right? Assess what you're eating. So the third tip here is assess what you're eating. You might be actually eating too much without even realizing it. You might want to consider tracking your calories, right? You might want to consider tracking your calories. That way you know for sure what you're putting into your body, what you're consuming. And if you're not someone who's too fond of tracking your calories, and I get it, it can be tedious, just start out just a little bit. Maybe track your protein, do that, but really assess what you're eating. You could be eating too much actually, because if you're exercising, you might have the mindset that, oh, I can go ahead and eat more. Don't think that way. Don't put exercise and what you should eat together. Just keep those things separate. All right, the fourth strategy you can do here is to add strength training to your routine, to your exercise. Why? If you are doing cardio, that's all you're doing. Yes, you can experience weight loss, but cardio is not going to help you out in the long run. You have to add strength training. Everyone should add strength training. I don't care who you are, because when you do that and you're eating more protein, like I said earlier, your muscles develop. You're fueling your muscles. And then what happens is, since your muscles are getting more energy, your metabolism starts to speed up again. So make sure you're adding strength training to your routine. That could be a reason why you're hitting a weight plateau. Maybe you should do this. Lift first, so lift for the first 30 minutes of your workout, and then finish out with some high intensity cardio. Do that, and I guarantee you'll get some results, but add strength training to your routine. All right, the fifth tip, this one would be, is to increase your intensity. I can't tell you how many times I have worked with clients or just seen people at the gym, and I'm guilty of this myself, and you're just not adding the intensity to your workouts. Guys, it takes discipline, it takes work to do these workouts sometimes, and you may not feel like it, but you have to increase the intensity. That could be, like I mentioned, do your strength training first and then finish up doing some sprints on the treadmill. But you have to increase your intensity here. Maybe reduce the rest time between your workouts and your sets. Or maybe do supersets. So you're gonna do bench press for 12 reps, and then you bust out some push-ups right after. You do some squats on the rack, and then you do some body squats. You have to increase the intensity here. I can't tell you how many people I see that just go through the motions. Don't get me wrong, it's great that you're working out, but you're gonna have to increase the intensity at some point here, because your body is amazing. The human body is absolutely fascinating. It can adapt, right? So you have to put it through that stress, and you may not want to, but you have to. Okay, the sixth strategy you can implement here is reverse dieting. Reverse dieting can be a great way to get through a weight plateau. What I mean by this is, let's just say, for example, you eat 2,000 calories per day and you are losing weight with that amount of calories. What you need to do then is to slowly add more calories to your diet. Make sure it's protein preferably. Now, if you're eating 2,000 calories, go ahead and add about 100 calories per day and do this gradually and slowly. What's going to happen is your metabolism is going to start to speed up again. Preferably if you're eating your protein, like I mentioned. That's gonna be a great way to help to break through a weight plateau. There's a client that comes to mind to me right now, is she was eating in a really restricted caloric deficit and it wasn't healthy. It was probably maybe somewhere around 1,000 calories per day, and that's not good. That's really unhealthy. So I implemented the strategy of, let's go ahead and do reverse dieting here by slowly eating more calories, and she started to lose weight. She actually lost over 40 pounds when I was working with her. But the idea is simple, is eat more calories, but very, very slow, very a small amount to see that success, to break through that weight plateau. And you might be thinking eating more is a bad idea. Like, why would you want to eat more? Because you can gain weight that way. Right, correct. But just gradually and slowly. 50 calories or 100 calories. Do that slowly and make sure you're tracking yourself on the scale. Okay, the seventh thing I want you to do to get past your weight plateau here is to assess your stress. You want to reduce your stress. And you'll hear me talk about this a lot with fitness psychology, but if we are constantly getting stressed out, and life can be challenging, right? And when you're working out and you're eating in a caloric deficit, that's stressful for the body because your body's going through a workout, which is stressful. You're eating less calories than your body needs, in theory, to sustain itself. That becomes a stressor. So make sure you're doing everything in your power to reduce your stress. Make sure you're meditating. Make sure you are stretching. Make sure you are sleeping well. Go get a massage. Just go outside, take a walk, get your vitamin D. Make sure you're reducing your stress, because I cannot tell you how much that can affect your weight plateau. It really can. So make sure you're working on your stress. Okay guys, I'll leave you with this. If weight loss was easy, everyone would do it. There is a lot of physical and mental demands that go into it. You have to work out right. You have to eat right. You have to sacrifice a lot of things within your lifestyle to lose weight. So it gets frustrating when you're not seeing anything on the scale move. And then you get frustrated and then you quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. If you're going through a plateau, you just gotta push through. You gotta push through. If you tried everything, you would be successful. So you haven't tried everything yet. Remember that. You have to find a way to break through this weight plateau. And the 7 things I listed can be great ways to get through it. You are capable. You truly are. You just have to put in the effort and the attitude to make it happen. Let me know, guys. Have you ever experienced a weight plateau? Let me know. A lot of people have. It's normal. It really has. And if you have you quit? Have you got right back on the horse? Or did you get through a weight plateau? Drop a comment down below. I would love to hear about this one. And guys, thank you again for watching this. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the like button. Share this. And I will see you guys on the next video.